not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. Completes it to Austin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. All right.
On the give, it's Warren. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back to throw, Fields. He finds Austin complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Outstanding that time for Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Browning. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now Browning.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
To throw, Browning. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the... Controlling the clock.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Back deep is Charlie Jones.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a first down coming up.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
They give it to Brown. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Right back to Brown. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's a sloppy beginning for him. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Go.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Fields.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go. Sit high.
Now it's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1-1, ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Gun. Cut.
Play action. It's Burrow.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
That is caught.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Steelers 10, Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the gun, Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
A handoff for Warren.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 8.
Here we go. Go.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Bengals grab it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bengals 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
12.
An inside give, Brown. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
12.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete. Still going.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
60 yards.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
They go play action with Burrow. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Good.
Now a run with Warren.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. All right.
On the run, it's Warren. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Can. Here we go.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Go.
Here's Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Don't jump. Ready? 11. Right.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. This is Brown on the draw play. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Gotta go. 11, Thomas.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins
From 17 yards out.
And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Scott.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
11.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Angel. Go.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Here we go.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
11-90.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and that way the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way. When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Here we go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Steelers,
they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.